Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live after 5 a.m. Would someone mind, can you guys shut that door for me, please? All right, here we go. Today, we're going to continue our coding. Right now, we have Mario moving to the right, and he looks pretty good because he's facing to the right. But then when we go left, what is the problem? He backs it up. I think that's the song too. He backs it up. We don't want him to back up, do we? We want him to turn and go left. So, okay. So this brings us into a new sprite understanding. So let's do a little quick demonstration here. If you guys have your engineering design papers out, please take those out so that you guys can jot this down very quickly. This is going to go super fast. Let's grab a shape here. We'll grab our phone screen. And there's our phone. Okay. And I wish I could draw this guy, but I can't. All right. So I'm just going to take a pen and draw a player. Forgive me of my artwork here. Okay. So this guy is facing this direction. Are you with me? Okay. Now keep in mind that when you're dealing with a sprite is a rectangular box. Are you with me on that? Okay. And its coordinates are where? Top left. That's very important to know that. Okay? Because if I set his coordinates down here, where is he? Or she? He's off the screen. He or she. She or she is off the screen. Are you with me? Okay? Can't have this guy go to the very edge and go off the screen. That's not cool. Okay. Now, there is something called, in MIT, there is something called heading. Okay. Are you with me on this? So we can set its heading direction. Okay. But it works on degree measures. Okay, it works in degrees. So when you're heading, let's just say this is east, right? Everybody with me on that? This is west, this is north, and this is south. When you are heading east, you are heading at 0 degrees. Are you with me on that? Okay. When you head north, this whole body is going to shift, right? This whole body is going to shift, and you're going to be heading at 90 degrees. Anybody want to guess what west is? $180. Okay, so when you are at 180 degrees, you are looking towards the west. And then south is? No. It's 270. Okay, so can everybody jot that down on your paper? You've got, and by the way, this 0 degrees is at default. Every time you put in a sprite, that sprite, whether you make it in Gimp or not, is heading to the right at 0 degrees. Are you with me? So, when you make something in Gimp, by the way, is our Mario set up correctly? Facing to the right? Yes. So somebody set Mario at 0 degrees facing to the right. Are you with me on that? So like if I was going to make Pac-Man today, which way should I start out making Pac-Man? To the right. Pac-Man should be something like this, right? This should be my Pac-Man. And then if I make him go right, and if I go left, and if I have an eye on it and I go 180 degrees, what's the problem? What's that? Pac-Man's going to be upside down with the eye on the bottom. Okay? If I make, and I'm going to show you this here in a second, we're going to have to like find this problem out. We're going to have to solve this problem in Gimp. But I'm going to make Mario turn and head 180 degrees because it's a simple line of code. Heading is equal to 180 degrees. Are you with me? Mario's going to be upside down. Are you guys seeing what's going on here? So when you head 90, you tilt it 90 degrees to the right. When you go 180, you go another 90 degrees to the right, all right? So, like here's my marker, right? Can you guys see my marker? My marker is heading towards 0 right now, right? This is Mario, heading towards 0. When we head towards north, right, we go 90 degrees. We just turn him, right? When we go 180, we turn him, right? So now, where's Mario's feet at? They're up here, right? Because the whole picture just moved. You guys with me on that? Okay. It's like you guys right here, okay? You guys are facing to this way. And we go 90 degrees, right? Then we go 180. What's the problem? You're upside down. You're right. We go, okay. So we're going to put in this line of code here just because we can. But I want you guys to start figuring this out and understanding this. Okay, so let's go down here to our blocks. Okay, here we go. So left, we just subtracted, and we did that correctly. There's nothing wrong with this code. But now we're going to go into Mario. And there it is. You have a heading. And I'm going to put it up top. Okay. And I'm going to give it a degree measure. When we go right, we want Mario going 0. Copy and paste. When we go left, we want Mario going 180. Okay. And let's run this, because that was a simple, that wasn't hard to code. Are you with me? How long did coding take on that? About 15 seconds if I went slow. Okay, so let's try it. Let's reset this. I'm thinking we're going to have problems. What do you guys think the problems are going to be? Mario could be upside down. Okay, so let's test this, run it. And if he is upside down, then we have to change this in code. Is he upside down? Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so my assumption was correct. Mario's going right, and now Mario's walking on the clouds. That's cool if you want Mario running on the clouds. Okay? So, how do we change this? Okay. By the way, can we go ahead and do up and down while we're here? Should we do up and down while we're here, since it's pretty easy? All right. So I'm just going to duplicate this. I'm going to put these over here in 4 corners. Okay. I'm going to right-click. I'm going to duplicate this guy. I'm going to change this guy to BT and up. Up's going to face 90 degrees. We're going to switch these around. The X is going to stay stationary. And the Y, are you going to add 10 or subtract 10? Okay, so let's duplicate this guy. Oops. Let's get the whole block. Duplicate this guy over here. This is going to be BTN down. Okay, the x's go here, they're the same. When you go down, do we add y or do we subtract y? Which one? Down or up? Down, who knows this? Okay, let's go back to our paper if we don't understand this. Okay, this coordinate point of your screen is 0, 0, top left corner. Have we gone over this? Have we? Okay, so this is 10. This is 20. What is happening to my y's as I go down? What's that? Alexis? I'm at 40. The next one down is 50. The next one down is 60. Are you with me? So if I add, what happens to my player? You go down. How do I go up then? You subtract, okay? So if I'm at 60 and I want to go to 50, I have to subtract 10 from the y's. Are you with me on this? Thumbs up if you get this, okay? If you guys have to, go back and draw this out. X's are pretty simple. You know, this is 10, 20, 30, okay? 40, okay? You're just adding going to the right, subtracting going to the left. So let's go back here. When I go up, I want to subtract 10. And when I go down, okay, I want to, and go down should be facing 270, okay? So let's run this, and once again, I'm just playing around with this. I'm not saying this is perfect. I'm just trying to show you about the headings here. Are you guys with me on this? Okay, so you're learning about heading and sprite movements here today. So let's go ahead and run this, reset. Isn't this fun where we have so much time this year? We don't have to really rush. We can do all this. This is awesome. Last year we were so fast. We really didn't have enough time to do all this. Let's run this and tell me what are the problems. Okay, what are the problems? If there are any problems, or is it good? Or do we like it the way it is? Do you notice how, are you guys noticing that coding is a lot of just copying and pasting? Just copy, paste, duplicate. Okay, Mario's upside down. Mario is running in the air. I like up and down. That looks really cool. Have you guys seen up and down yet? Okay, so does anyone know a solution to this problem? How do we fix Mario? And let's focus in on going left here because up and down's pretty cool right now. I like him. I like what he's doing up and down. Did anybody get his up and down? I kind of like it. Do you like it? I kind of like it. I'm okay with up and down. We need to focus in on left. What should we do for the left? Flip him. Okay? So we really need to go to Gimp, and we need to get all our different, the different images, okay? So right now we really have to go do some Gimp work. Documents, 2017, Innovators and Makers, Sound Decision. I could... I think it's going to be easier to take this sprite sheet right here and flip the whole sprite sheet versus doing all these individually. Are you with me on that? Okay, so I'm going to right click. I'm going to open this with Gimp. And now, Do you guys see why we make folders? Do you guys see how many images I have already? And now I'm getting ready to get 6 more. So is everybody in here making folders? Please tell me you are. Because if not, you're going to just wreck your own life. Are you with me? You're going to frustrate yourself, and you don't want to do that. So you guys see what I did here? So Windows, dockable dialogues, layers, right click, add the alpha channel, color pick the white, hit delete. There's Mario, there's alpha channel. And what I'm going to do right now is just take this whole picture and flip it. So there is a flip tool over here. It's right above the A. And I learned this one in my Gimp class. Okay. Let me see if I can just flip everything. I know you can go to right click, image, transform, and flip horizontally. Okay, yeah, that worked. I don't know why this flip tool didn't work. Anybody know why the flip tool didn't work? Yeah, why? I mean, this is a flip tool. Reverse the layer, selection, or path horizontally and vertically. So, if anybody can figure that tool out, please let me know. All right, so now, do I need to start over here and go 0 over here? Or do you think it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and do my crops, my cropping. I love the crop tools. Are you guys starting to like the crop tool? So I'm going to go up here and just grab Mario. And I'm going to crop him. File, export as, let's give him a good name. Okay, I'm going to say Mario left 0.png. Export it. Control Z. Next one. Crop it. File export as Mario left 1.png. Notice the number is always at the end. Okay, because we'll use that in coding. Control Z. Who's getting this? Who's understanding what I'm doing? Good Gimp work here. You will get better at Gimp, trust me. File export as Mario 2.png. Control Z 012. File export as Mario left 3.png. Okay. Control Z. File export as Mario left 4.png. Export as Control Z. Mario. Export as Mario left 5.png. I'm done. Okay. Done. We can Control Z all this. We can export this whole thing if we want. Export as sprite sheet facing left. Okay. Okay, that's done. Let's get out of there. You can discard all this stuff. And there is all my images right there, right? You guys with me? So now we got to go back to our designer. We got to go back to Mario, And we got to start uploading all those image files again. Now, do you guys understand why Java uses sprite sheets versus doing what I'm doing here? In Java, we could just upload that one sprite sheet. Hello? Guess how many sprites the one sprite sheet is? One. To a computer, all right, I want to show you guys this. If in Java class, we would just upload this one sprite sheet, and we would use coordinates to pick off the images. We would say, okay, go to this, okay, you guys with me here? We would say, okay, go to this coordinate. Does you guys realize that Mario has coordinates here? You could go to this coordinates on the sprite sheet just like a screen, and you could say, go get my width and height of this character and upload that image. And then this sprite sheet becomes one sprite instead of how many sprites are on it. So do you guys understand why they do sprite sheets? It saves you a ton of memory. To the computer, this is one sprite. But unfortunately, in MIT, we don't have that capability. So what we have to do is we have to start uploading these manually, and that's what I'm doing now. So I'm just going to go back into our folder, and I'm going to upload Mario left 0. Where's Mario left 0? There he is. Okay. Mario left 0 is uploaded. Okay. Don't know what this is doing. It's probably because it's still. And then let's go back and do that 5 more times. Mario left 1. I'm going to turn this off. Connect. Connect. What is happening? Connect, hard reset. Okay, just get rid of that. Turn that off. All right, let's go back and do Mario left 2. What is it doing? Mario left 3. There it is again. So I'm uploading these images. Does everybody in here know how to upload an image now? And by the way, in Java, you would do something similar to this. Okay? Java has file folders. You upload them to your file folder, and then once they're all in there, boom, you're done. It's not quite as cumbersome as this. It's just more like copy and paste. There's Mario left 4. Upload, choose a file, and Mario left 5. Okay, was I very intentional with the way that I named my figure? Mario, capital L-E-F-T 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They all have the exact same name. Why? Because I need that exact same name in code, right? Because I'm running it on a loop, I'm running it on a system, okay? Okay, so now we have to fix this. By the way, I'm going to come down here real quick. No, I'll let you guys fix that. I'm going to let you guys try to find that error. What I'm going to do right now is going to produce an error. I want you guys to figure out how to fix it. Okay? All right, so right now we need 2 Boolean expressions. Who remembers studying Boolean expressions? What's a Boolean? Tatum. It's just true or false. Okay? Did we hit right? Is that true or false? Are you with me? If I hit right, left is false, right is true. If I hit left, left is true, right is false. Are you with me on that? So now we got to figure out which one we hit. Okay? So, because we need a true or false statement down in here. Okay, so I'm going to go create another variable. Okay. What do we want to call this? Move right equals true, or right button pressed, right button selected, right selected equals true, right selected equals false. What makes sense to you guys here? Moving, how about moving right? And then, by the way, did I show you guys this? Can I show you this real quick? Can everybody look at my screen just for 3 seconds? If I click on the white, you guys see how I don't click here, but if I click the white space and I get an arrow, do you guys know that I can type out the word true? Treu, and it comes out. Did you get what? I'm sorry, what should it be? I'm dyslexic. True. Did you guys know that you can type things out that you want and you don't have to go and fish through all these boxes? So we'll just turn this off right now. And then here I'm going to say, I don't know if this is the right term. How about like, well, let's change this. Let's change this up. I'm going to change this up. So how about right button pressed? Does that make more sense? Would that make more sense to you guys? And over here, this is going to be left button pressed. Okay. Is that making sense to you guys? You guys getting this logically? Because it's got to make sense in your brains. If it doesn't, then your brain's not going to understand what you're doing. Yeah. Does anyone know how I get this down here? See, it's right here, but I don't know how to get to it. See that? See the blocks.png? How? I don't know where it is. See it right there? It says blocks3.png, but I don't know how to get to it. Yeah, so I know it's in my downloads folder, but I don't. So, what is today? 26th? Yeah, that's it right there. There it is. Right click, print. Yes, I can print this out. How many? 4? Coming up right now. Go. Okay, back to blocks. So down here, let's just go to right and left. Here's my right. I'm just going to put these like positional here. You guys with me? I'm going to put them like my joystick. So here, I'm going to go to my variables, and here I'm going to set my variable. If you press the left button, then left button pressed is going to equal what? True. And then, by the way, what's the other one? What's the other one then? The right button, if you press left, what's the right button? False. Are you with me on that? So you guys need to switch those. All right. And then you can just copy and paste this, put it over here. If you press the right button, then right button is true and left button is false. Who understands that? Okay. All right. So let's go into our timer then. And let's do a logical control if statement. Okay, I can put it right where I'm setting the image. I can put it in here. Okay. Actually, this can be outside. So I'm going to do an if and an else if, or an else. I could do an else there. It shouldn't matter, but I'll do an else if because they're a little bit more explanatory. They're a little bit more expressive. So I'll do an else if, but I could have got away with an else. You guys will learn that as we go. So, logic statement. If, get your variable. If your left, I'm going to start out with right because this is the code for right here. Okay. If the right button pressed is true, then we're doing Mario 0, Mario 1, or right? Mario 0, Mario 1, Mario 2, Mario 3, Mario 4, Mario 5. Okay? Else if, let's go ahead and duplicate this. Else if the left button is pressed is true, right? Then we want to duplicate this, but I don't want this to be Mario. What do I want this to be? I want this to be Mario left. If I would have named it that, yes. But did I name it that? No. I mean, that would be good. I mean, but it's more work. Are you with me? So what you're telling me, it's a good thought. It's a very good thought. Okay. So what you're telling me that we need to do is go into my documents right here, right? And I can show you this. And once again, my theory is always work smarter, not harder. I have Mario 0, 1, 2. What you're telling me to do is go back and rename all these and upload them and call this guy Mario Right 0. But let me ask you this. Can you understand this guy is facing right? Do you want to do more work? No. So, I mean, as long as you can understand, hey, Mario 0 is facing right and Mario left is facing left, are you with me? Then you're good. So you only have to really do one, unless you really want to knock yourself out and go do more work. Personally, I'm not going to do more work because I want to work smarter, not harder. And by the way, you need to talk about this. Time is money, right? So if you're wasting time, you're wasting someone's money or your own money that you're paying you, right? Because if you can do it quicker and they're going to pay you $24,000, well, guess what? If you can make $24,000 in 1 week, you just made 24 grand in a week. Or if you make 24,000 in a month, then that's $6,000 a week. There's a difference between making 24 grand in a week and $6,000 in a week. Are you with me? So if you can do it in a week, do it in a week, not a month. And by the way, they'll love you for it. Okay. All right. So I think this code works. Let's check it. Let's go ahead and reset. Let's go ahead and run the AI companion. Who thinks this code's going to work? 5 minutes left. Who thinks this code's going to work? Error. Loading companion. Thank you. Connect. Let's do a hard reset. Clear it because there's a lot of images in here now. And AI companion. By the way, it's sending those images everything wirelessly. Are you with me? So these downloads now could take more time. There is Mario. Okay. Something is wrong with Mario. Can anybody tell me what's wrong with Mario? What is wrong with this code here? Do we really need the 180 degrees in here now? No. You can still face him 0. Okay, because all we did was load the image. And that image was loaded when he was facing 0. Okay, so let's set this back to 0. Reset AI companion. Scan him in. We got 1 minute left to see if we can scan this in and get him to work correctly. All right. So we did one thing today. Was it a lot? Yeah, it was a lot. But one thing, we got Mario to turn and face the other way. We do? Okay, my Mario is looking really good. You guys see where Mario, if I hit left, Mario is now facing left. Okay? This should be a wow at the all boards meeting. Are you with me? We have animation, you know, we have movement, we have gimping going on. And then the cool thing about this is that once you guys get this game done, could you guys go make your own images and put them in here? Yeah. Now you can start making your own games with this base game that I'm giving you. Your own backgrounds. That's what I'm teaching the students how to do in Gimp right now. Make your own backgrounds. This week we're going to make our own character. Can you guys see there on Thursday? They're going to do a 16 by 16, 36 by 36, and a 64 by 64 character. Friday, then they have to do a screen scroll, map, and a character quiz on Friday. Okay, you guys with me on that? So now, could you guys go to Gimp and start making your own spaceships, your own characters, your own players? Have them facing, right? And by the way, can everybody look here at the board? The second board up here, piskel.com, Piskel.com, is a great free editor that allows you to start learning how to do sprites and sprite sheets, and it makes sprite sheets for you. This is a great program, Piskel.com. I will give you extra credit if you start to play around with that, or Gimp. Okay? I'll be honest with you, though, if you have not had Gimp, it's easier to start in Piskel than it is to start in Gimp. So I would recommend starting in Piskel before you start in Gimp. You're out the door with more. Have a great day. Great class. Who learned something? Who learned something today? How'd we do? You getting it? How's our pace going? Are you guys getting this? Will? You getting this, Alexis? Did you get the printout? Does the printout help? It is? Well, once you get one button, you should be able to get the other 3. So, keep calm, man. Code on.